everyone and welcome back to another Sims 4 building challenge. I'm terrified of today's challenge as I will not be allowed to use any neutral shades to create a nice cohesive build. And I think that this is going to be the downfall of my building. Honestly, I just think that this is the day that everything falls apart. This is actually quite a popular challenge among YouTubers where you've just got to create a house, but obviously you cannot use like a neutral color. So I mean, even this fridge seems like a beige fridge to me. That's neutral. No. We'd have to go for either the red, the pink. Like I would still say yellow is not a neutral color, obviously, but when it comes to like this, that's already cream. But I would say still yellow is okay. Obviously no grays or anything like that, you know. I guess like blues are perfect. Like greens, any kind of sort of rainbow colors. But then I'm thinking, because that to me is a neutral green color, am I allowed to use like neutral greens? Oh god, wait a second. So like that's like a light green, but that's a neutral green. Well, then again, that's a neutral pink. I guess what I'll do for the purpose of this video is like not go for any like beigey color. So none of this, like no white, no black. I suppose like no white, grey, black, light brown or dark brown. I guess that's the category that I'll go for. But if I end up going into pink and it's like a baby light pink, a neutral pink, I think I'll still go for it. As long as it's like a color, a more vibrant color than, you know, than white, grey, black, light brown or dark brown. So I guess let's head on over straight into the building process. And I actually for some reason visualize a house, right? Because I want to make it very cute. Obviously it's going to be a colouredy house. I visualize something with a sort of like front garden vibe. I don't know how I'm going to create this, but sort of imagine a little walkway area, almost like a Japanese house. Wait, now can I put this on a platform? I want to remove all of those walls so that this creates me a walkable platform. Upstairs then, actually, weirdly enough, I do want to just have like a room upstairs, like rooms. So I suppose upstairs what I could do is do a sort of like a maybe situation like this where we have like a little bit of a balcony space over here as well, but below it we will have like a weird like walking space, and also in this space in here we will have like a little garden which will kind of spill out to here. Also I kind of feel like this maybe should be a bit bigger, as in like the excuse me, can you not go away? How am I supposed to grab that arrow behind it? Jesus. Okay, there we go. I kind of feel like the walkway should be 2 spaces, and then inside here will be like a cutesy little garden. So I guess I will I elongate that, or will I just actually make it like this? But then how do I connect a roof to this? Maybe we don't want a balcony upstairs. Maybe we just do something like that. Okay, that looks bizarre. That looks wrong. That looks rotten. That looks bizarre. Actually, now that I think about it, I feel like it should be more so done like this, but that is a huge house. Hold on a second. How are we gonna make this make sense? I don't know. Let's just make it smaller a little bit, because I kind of wanted this to be like a cute little tiny home, but what is this monstrosity? This is like a modern box build. Like this is Tate Modern in its finest form. This is like Sandra creates a nightmare shell, and this is a shell challenge now. That's what that's become. So I've created this, right? So upstairs here we'll have like a cute little balcony, and even like the balcony has to be an intense color. So wait, now maybe I should start thinking about some colors to make this kind of cute and kind of pretty looking. So like just say all of these. Oh, actually this is green, but that still seems like a neutral green. Do you get what I'm trying to say? I guess that's still too neutral. So I'm talking about like blues. Like actually this blue color will probably be like exactly perfect and exactly what I'm looking for. So maybe let's just like pull out some of these colors, or maybe actually green on that wall, because this is going to be the garden kind of space. The lighting here is shocking. Is that all I ever say? Yes, it is. What other green walls do we have that I could maybe use here instead? Oh, wait, now, like something like this would be so cute. Or is that a bit much? Maybe that's a bit much for this space, actually. I kind of still want it from outside to look quite normal-ish, she says. Maybe just like a regular green. I almost kind of prefer the other one because of the texture, but is there any other one I could choose? Guess there's this one, but that's quite dark. Not really sure about how I feel about these colors. I kind of like the textures working together, but then what? I'm not allowed to use any other neutral colors. So how do I make this house work and not look hideous? Actually, isn't there paneling from the new pack that's green? Yeah, like this thing is a green swatch. I know it's a very dark green, but why don't I try and make this work to get, although that just looks like black. That just really looks like black. I don't think that should be allowed, personally. Oh, God. Okay, this will be hard. Like, almost this looks like a gray to me, so that's neutral. And I don't want that. Oh, wait, this green. Why doesn't that come up in the green category? Sometimes, honestly, the categorization of this game is just non-existent. It just does not exist. What if we do something like this? How exciting is that? Like a bluey greeny house. And then we've got like some brushed metal here going on. What else could we do? Oh, we've got a beautiful yellow. Could we somehow add some yellow into this mix? Hopefully. Oh wait, maybe this like blue tin as well. That probably would help us out a little bit. And then maybe the rest of this can just be blue. So we've got like a nice blue at the top and then some nice green at the bottom. Almost like that would be kind of interesting. And should I just run the tin at the bottom as well, like this brushed metal? Because I don't think... Yeah, see, this is a nice green, but it's almost too nice. I need something a little bit more extreme. Or else I could do this. No. I think I want it to be this corrugated metal. Or else I could use this corrugated metal, but that is almost like a... What color is this? Like a tealy, greeny. No, we'll go for this because that's more neutral. See, this is the problem with me. I want my neutrals and I cannot live without them. But I guess this is a blue and a green house. So that's pretty cute, isn't it? Do we like this? Hopefully we like this. So then at the top, I could use, oh, not that actually. Nice like blue banister maybe. Does this come with a blue? Actually, this comes with a blue. That's kind of cool. Oh, the picket fence. Why does the picket fence work really nicely here? Could I use some of that green one downstairs as well? Wait a second. I feel like this picket fence could be a contender for this. So essentially what I want to have downstairs is, I guess I kind of want my foundation to be almost like flush with the wall. So is there a green one? There is. I could do a green foundation because I guess I also need that to be not a neutral color. And then I'm almost thinking, what if I do some sort of a grass feature here as well? Or is that going to look silly? If I just make this grass, so it almost feels like it's blending into one. But then underneath here, like in this little area, this little patch, I will actually just make this like a dirt because that is where we're going to be planting like all of our beautiful plants and things. So that could make sense. You see, what if I just run this like that? Okay. And then why don't we try and maybe incorporate some sort of like an interesting tiling? Oh, this green tiling actually. Oh, wait a second. Oh, bloody heck. What if I do something like this? That is so cute. Do we not think? Maybe we don't. I don't think. I hardly ever think these days. Oh my God. There's something about this that I like. I mean, there's obviously like white in there. Are we going to be upset at the white being there? Because obviously there's certain swatches that will have a little bit of white. Are we going to be upset over this? I feel like you guys are not going to like that. No. Wait a second. Can I find anything better? That's a bit weird. Like I just wanted like a funky, interesting green tile, but something that's just totally not going to wreck the aesthetic of the house. Actually, now that I think about it, maybe that tile doesn't even work here. What about like an interesting green stone? I think I do want it to be green for that juxtaposition. Oh, or else we could do this. That just looks like grass, I guess. I want like an interesting pattern. Oh wait, now what about this like green wooden pattern? It is kind of getting lost a little bit next to the grass. I like the idea of having that grass patch there for some reason. Also, I'm presuming this is going to be the front door of the house, like just right here. Actually, wait, now let me maybe let's work a little bit on that. What kind of nice colors can we incorporate into this house to make them work? Maybe some oranges. This is going to be a very interesting... Oh, a red. But you see the way that has white on it? Are you guys going to be upset that I'm using a swatch that has white within it? Is that something I'm allowed to do? Because I really want to use like this door because of the orange, but it has a bit of black on it. I really don't know. Oh, wait a second. The yellow. Or I could just bring the blue down to this. But then all of my windows are going to have to be white to make it match. Or else I do green. Do we got green windows? Is that a thing? Oh, we do. Oh my God, the new windows actually come with a green swatch. Oh, there we go. Hello there. So we could do like blue and we could do green. Okay, this could be a fun concept. Obviously, at the moment, everything is blue and green. But when we get to the inside of the house, obviously, we will incorporate other colors. Don't worry. I mean, I will have no choice. It's just for the outside of it now. I really do want to make it feel as coherent as possible when it comes to the color scheme that I've chosen. So fingers crossed, it's going to look nice. Fingers crossed, you guys are going to like this and think I'm not cheating. Oh! How fun would it be to have like a greenhouse door? That's cool. We could have like a singular one at the back. Hello? Wait, what? When I pick out this swatch here, you see the green view door and green swatch? It comes out this color. Wait, what? That's so random. Look, this swatch here is not that swatch. So like this one is green. This one is a beige, light wood. So no, we cannot have that one. Maybe actually, how fun would it be to have like a front entrance kind of like this and then that greenhouse window almost next to it, like the opened one? That's a pretty cool front door. I've never done anything like this, so I think that's pretty cute. Okay, so just to kind of visualize what the idea of this house is, I've added some greenery and it's actually pretty cool looking now. So we've got some grass here, so that down there will be where like our cute little garden will be. So I'll have like loads of lovely little plants and flowers and things. And then we've got like the front entryway, and this will be like the back entryway. So now that I think about it, I should probably figure out the layout a little bit just so that we know what we're working with, because at the moment I'm really just, you know, trying to figure out, can I build this whole house using just easy colors, no neutrals. I really like what's happening up here with the blue. I think it's such a lovely shade of blue. So it'll be really interesting to have, you know, like a half and half color house. And then on the inside, we can explore obviously other colors. But yeah, anyways, let's try to figure out the floor plan. So kind of thinking as you come in, why don't we throw down a little bathroom like this? Okay, create ourselves a little hallway, and then why don't we do like a staircase, like a wraparound staircase here maybe? Oh, let's try and think what kind of vibe. I'm almost thinking like oranges, kind of like something orangey vibed maybe for the stairs. Maybe for this whole space. That seems like a cool little staircase, but I don't know whether that's like cool enough, or is that like just cool enough, you know? I don't really know, because I could go for something like this. So obviously it's like a stone kind of vibe, a mosaic kind of vibe. What is that called? Like terracotta? I guess terracotta in my eyes, that's not neutral. Like that is still very much so like an orangey, like, or even something like that. Like that to me still seems like orange vibes, you know, like that doesn't seem like a neutral color. And then maybe underneath the stairs, I could go for, well, maybe not like a wooden, although I could go for like a dark red wooden vibe, but I feel like that's still neutrals. So why don't I resort to maybe going for like a red color? I guess, look, we'll figure that out once we actually do furnishing. But I was almost thinking of somehow doing like a little seating area and then having a small little kitchen and then like an outdoor area here. So why don't I actually maybe whip out the exact same doors for the back door? Would that make sense? I feel like it would. Just like a singular door though this time, kind of like this. So we could have like the kitchen running here, maybe a small little dining space, and somehow, God knows how, we incorporate a sitting room here. Is that going to make sense, or am I wasting space? Or wait a second, what if we do something like this, like a little wraparound like bathroom scenario? So like you would have a door to the bath. Oh my gosh, the door also has to be a crazy color. Woohoo! Great, just great. Do we have any like orange doors maybe? Make this feel like oh my god, we could do this. Oh no, that's white on the other side. That's kind of cool though. I kind of like this door. Kind of though. Only kind of. Don't get your hopes up, guys. I only kind of love this door. Oh, bloody heck. But I want to use like a neutral door. What am I going to do? There's no neutral color doors. Like unless I use the red from this category. Wait now. Is there no like full red? Why does there have to be a white trim around some of these doors? Like why? I don't like the white trims. Is this cool green door? Okay, there is a red door, so maybe we could just work with like a red. I think that would be quite interesting. So that would be our bathroom, just say. And then this would be like more so like a sitting and dining area, which I guess probably makes more sense. And then over here, I could almost have, oh, is this a residential rental? Oh, let's change that really quickly. Just residential, please. Thank you very much. Anyways, here I wanted like something. Oh my god, what colors am I gonna choose? I don't know. Let me just maybe like pick out something just so that I don't forget that. Oh my god, this is where I want this, you know, well, like something here anyway, like a welcome little thing. I think that would look quite cute maybe. I don't know. So that will be downstairs. So then as you come up the stairs, you are greeted with this hideous kind of hallway, which makes me think, should I try and do like a little mezzanine level? I think that would be kind of cute. If we could almost see some of the downstairs. What if I do that? Wait a second. If I remove, oh no, it'd have to be like this. Would that even look good? Is this also going to mess with my trims inside the house? Yes, it is. Why? Why? Is it because this doesn't become a room anymore? Wait now. I have to figure this out. Can't actually physically figure out how to get rid of this coming through when you have a mezzanine level. Like I genuinely, like I've tried figuring it out. I've tried making this a separate room, but then it disappears. Then I've tried removing the ceiling from the top. I just feel like I'm not meant for mezzanine levels. I'm just not meant for it, you know? I'm just not, this is not meant to be for me. Wait, now, I'm gonna just try one more time. So if I do this, create that as a separate room, right? Then I want to remove the walls next, right? So this still becomes a, no, it doesn't. No, it has to be a room. So then if I remove the floor, instantly appear inside. That's fantastic. And then if I remove the walls, then the floor comes back. But then, oh, okay. Do you know what? No, we're just not having a mezzanine level. We're just not. That's just the thing is we're just not having it, and that's totally fine as well. Okay, so I'm thinking, why don't I maybe turn this into bathroom? Would that be cool if I just create this space? Or maybe that could be like a little office, because I was thinking of making this a bedroom. So we could maybe have another little bedroom. So big bedroom, a small bedroom, and then a massive hallway. Doesn't seem right. Or what if we do an extra bathroom upstairs, a box room, and also like a small bedroom? Or sorry, an office, I guess. Yeah, actually, I could do a small bedroom and then a small little office space here as well. I mean, it's a really teeny tiny office space. I guess it's not too bad. And then we can have a toilet, and then this will just be like a hallway area. I guess that's not too bad, isn't it? It is a bit of a weird layout. I'm gonna admit it's not my best work, is what I'm trying to say, but it'll do, I guess. It will do. What do we look like from the top? Oh God. Okay, let's roof this thing. So I'm not sure whether I want like a regular roof. I don't think a regular roof would look good on this, but then again, let's try it out. I mean, I don't really know what kind of roofing will look good on this house, unless I do like an extremely flat one, which could be an idea actually. And then on the back, we just copy it over. I'm really going simple vibes at my roofs these days, aren't I? That actually, do you know what? That actually doesn't even look that bad. It looks like a little, like a stacked shipping container, which I think is pretty cool. But I will just copy this over, create myself a small sliver here, just so that I can paint this chunk a different color so that this matches the shipping container, but that still matches the blue. I think that is really cool. I'm not too mad at this. I think there's something really interesting about it. And now that I think about it, I really desperately need pillars down here so that at least this building is held up by something, not just the sheer will of God. I was like, oh my God, what if we do yellow roof? That is Sharpie highlighter yellow. That is hurting my eyeballs. Don't think we can do that. Personally, I just don't think I can bring myself to doing that. I was like, let's do a funky yellow roof. Oh no, we will not be doing that. That is just... Because imagine if we did this one. I didn't even look at that. It's like hurting my eyes. Or else I do this like orangey kind of... Well, I cannot see. This is actually pretty bad when I cannot see what I'm doing. I think maybe the green will kind of sandwich it really nicely together. What do we think? I almost feel like I have to do this though. Yeah, I think that looks a little bit better so that it doesn't look like it's joining itself at a random area. Or else I could just go for the blue, but is that going to be too like top heavy, like blue top heavy? Or else actually the pattern is a bit cooler maybe. Is there green in this? There is. Oh, I'm not sure what looks better. I actually really love this house. I don't know what it is about it. I think it's something really cute. Okay, I cannot use any of my favorite trims, even though that would probably like save the house altogether. But oh well, we will have to use a trim to match this establishment. And I guess like the blue, is that the only blue trim that we've got? Well, if that's the case, I'm gonna have to go for green. Ooh. Oh no, I think this is probably the best case scenario for this. Now that I think about it, if we're gonna go for that, then I should probably go for the blue. Although, no, I think the green actually looks a little bit better. Okay, I think I'm happy with this. Right, let me just window this place up. Newsflash! One of my favorite windows actually comes with a blue swatch. So, I mean, I'm sorry. I'm just gonna have to do it. I don't care. It's blue time, and it's my favorite window time. So that makes me think we probably, yes. We probably also have the correct door for this, which is fantastic. Do I go for the door hidden? And then we do like a nice little feature window here? Or what do we fancy? What do we want? Or do we want like interesting shapes vibes? Oh, the options are endless. Possibilities. Oh my God, possibilities are flying around. No, I think I do want this to be more so like an open window feature to make you almost gather some natural light. But we could definitely use some interesting features everywhere else. Oh my God, we've also got these as blue windows. So they've got too much white on them. If I can try and make something with, if I can have the least white possible, I will. Do I want this though? Is that a bit much? Guys, look at these cute little like awnings that I found. Oh my God, we could definitely use this here. I know it like kind of gives me shop vibes or something, but I think there's just something so adorable about this space having that. Maybe actually the smaller one looked better, but I'm just obsessed. This is just the best. Didn't think I'd be enjoying myself that much. Wait, now what's the difference? Oh, nothing. Okay, fair enough. I'll just go for this one then. I really did not think I'd be having this much fun in a no neutrals challenge, but then again, we have only just begun, so I don't want to jinx myself too much just yet. Okay, so I've now completed the outside of the house, and this is what I meant by cute little garden. So obviously these pots are now not playable because I just put stuff into them. But obviously if you do wish to download this house, you could just remove them. It's just easy peasy, easy peasy lemon squeezy, except for this plant does not want to sit in the pot. There we go. That looks adorable. And then this is what the entirety of the house now looks like. I mean, it's pretty cute. It's pretty interesting. I've spent a lot of time doing this. So now let's maybe move on to the inside of the house. But let's try and work a little bit on this kitchen. So I wonder if maybe the items will inspire me a little bit to create a kitchen that's slightly different to what I normally do. I kind of like these kitchen counters, and I think these come with like, oh, they come with a blue. Oh, or we could do a green. Oh, I'm not sure. I mean, there's obviously so many different color options and color choices that we could go with this. I just don't want to get confused between like a warm wood and an orange, you know, so I kind of, oh, I love these ones. Kind of like the idea of going for something of really rich in color, but almost like this seems rich in color to me, but I feel like also that would come up if I searched the brown category or like the light brown category. So I really do need to go for something really truly red. Like actually this would work really nicely, but do you guys still consider that to be a neutral? I'm not really sure. So maybe just to be safe, I'll go for this option. So if I maybe run the kitchen kind of like this, so we would almost have the fridge. Wait, now where would we have the fridge? That is a good question. I feel like almost the fridge would have to be here. Wait a second. Let's pick out a nice, interesting fridge. We've got some color-y fridges here that came with this new pack. If there was a red one, I would be very pleased, but there is not a red one. There is like pink ones, but pink and red in my eyes do exceptionally clash together. So I could maybe just match the fridge. Or else, wait, now, don't we have a red in this? Oh, we've got a red in this vibe. So maybe we could just go for a little bit of clash of the reds and make the reds almost work together nicely. The reason why I want to do it this way is because I want to put a bin here. If I put a bin over here, I guess I could still put a bin over there, but I almost feel like it's kind of where I want the dining table to sit, and I don't really want your Sims sitting next to a bin for the dining room. Also, I feel like that is a red color. I think it's almost like a neutral red, like a light brown, but I think that to me is still like a nice warm red. Anyways, let's move on. That green window is giving me the heebie-jeebies with this red kitchen. Because I almost think of like Christmas vibes instantly, you know, so that kind of freaks me out a tad. So I found this like rusty ginger sink, which I think personally that would look pretty cute, so maybe I'll whack that in there. And then so this will be your prep counter. I mean, that's okay. And then I'll just put some nice things inside the corner here. We don't really need, oh, parmesan and pasta sauce. Yes, that looks pretty cute there, I'm not gonna lie. That's actually really adorable. I think the one thing that I will struggle the most with, but also the one thing that I think we should just kind of, you know, give me a little bit of freedom with is maybe the plants, because like plants are green half the time anyways, and the pots they come in are not very interesting. So maybe I could just, I mean, I'm still going to try and like pick out the most bizarre kind of quirkier plants, but maybe let's just give me a little bit of like creative freedom with the plants. I don't know. We'll see how we go. Cute little yellow cookie jar. I think so. That's a nice bit of clutter. I mean, that's a very random item of clutter, but I love, oh, I think I might make pasta for dinner. I was just about to say, I love a good like pasta dish. So maybe that's what we need. I also feel like I never do shelves in kitchen, so maybe today is the day. I think that's a pretty cute kitchen. I know I don't have the walls yet, so maybe let's do that together now, but I think there's something really interesting about it, and I'm almost feeling like, why don't I do like this yellow wall as a feature? That's kind of like that. I mean, I just, weirdly enough, I actually really love it. I really want to try do like a golden sink, but I don't know whether you guys will think that gold is just too much of a neutral color. But look how much cooler that yellow, yeah, I mean, that's a yellow sink. That to me looks a little bit more cohesive. Also, I did not realize this bag has cute swatches on it. Excuse me. Let's go for maybe the yellow swatch, just to, oh, there's a little fish. Oh my god, I love it. Also, I know the way it's on the floor and it's a bit random. I just feel like, you know, it's still functional with this counter. You can move this or delete it if you want to, if you wish to download this, but I kind of like it for realism. We've got the kitchen. I mean, I don't know why I'm working so slowly bit by bit through everything, but I think it's because obviously I'm trying not to pick out neutral shades as much as I can, so I am really thinking about this a lot more than a usual build. So still I'm having fun though. I kind of thought that maybe this would be, oh my god, look at how cute this little rug is. Oh, I thought that this would be a lot harder. Well, I mean, at the moment, it's not that hard. I think I am having a lot of fun at the moment, but you just wait until this really does bite me in the bum. Oh god, look at this yellow and red rug. It's literally perfect. It's literally made for this kitchen and I'm obsessed. Stunning does that kitchen look. Okay, let's move on to the next room. And honestly, with the fear of God put into me by these colors, I think I might actually work with items first before I pick out the wallpaper. I feel like I could just pick out a nice wallpaper and it will just be red and we can call it a day. But no, I kind of want to incorporate maybe actually some blues now as well. I know that we've got the outside of the house blue, but I'm kind of interested to see what colors I can come up with that I don't usually go for. Like I never do red kitchens, you know this. So this could be worrying, but also quite fun. Also, I wish we could do purple, but this game doesn't really have nice purple swatches. Also, this is kind of cool. I don't like the idea of this. What other swatches does this have? Oh, I feel like I could be inspired really easily by a swatch. Oh, wait, maybe we could tie in the yellow with the blue somehow. I think that might be an idea. Yeah, I think I'm deciding. I know you guys are gonna be like, she's cheating again. But I'm deciding that gold is not a neutral color. Like, I think a gold as an accent in this house is gonna look stunning. Still better than white, black, or light brown, you know? So I think that gold still has kind of yellow qualities. And I think I am deciding that I do want it to be a part of my build. And I'm very happy that I've made that substantial, difficult decision to make. And I hope you guys also enjoy this. But I'm having a lot of fun. So, I mean, that's also the main thing. Can we do a glass table? I never do glass tables, guys. I never do glass tables. And this glass table with the yellow. I mean, there's something so chic about it, but something that also makes me want to cry my eyes out. Like my eyes are getting like teary and dry, like I need to itch my eye. But there's something so interesting about this. So maybe I like this. Also, imagine me doing a challenge using no alt key. That would be a chronic challenge. Let me know if you'd like to see that one. Why am I giving you these ideas, guys? Or this table. Oh, wait now. I don't know. What do I want? Do I want this table? Or do I want the glass table? The blue gets lost though. Oh, wow. Okay, this table is actually beautiful. Excuse me. Do I want to go for the yellow table? Or is that just too much yellow? I feel like maybe with the glass, it was just like the right amount of yellow. I don't even know if this is walkable inside here, but who cares? Okay, I created this out of this space. I really don't know what this is, but it's something. So I guess let's try to figure out a wall that will also work for the kitchen as well as this room. And I feel like maybe this is the type of wall that we will use. I really don't know, and now I'm rethinking the choice of these little boxes because I feel like those boxes now look a little weird. Oh, there's something weird about this wall and I wish I could make it black or white, but I guess I can't. Maybe it's this painting actually. Wait a second. I get like a nicer painting, something that I could maybe work with a little bit better. I was almost thinking of this painting. Yeah, I think that one maybe is just a little bit better. I know it has some white in it, but we'll forget about the white. Okay, I think that's pretty nice. This wall then, we need a little bit of a dining space, which I am always forgetting these days. I don't know why the poor dining spaces are always forgotten. Long lost and forgotten. Okay, that's a lovely yellow table, but I feel like we've got a lot of yellow. So let me maybe figure out if there's a nicer kind of table that has interesting swatches. Oh, that's a nice one. I've never used this table before. That's really pretty. There's this one, but of course this one only comes with neutrals, so that's great for us. I'm almost looking for like this one. I could maybe make like a pink. But then again, why do I want like a long table if I'm only gonna be able to really put chairs on either ends of it? Maybe I could try and work with, okay. I could try maybe work with this table. The red. Could we bring the red with the gold back over around this way from the kitchen? So it's almost like the kitchen is spilling out. That could be an option. I want interesting colors. I want weird, quirky shapes. I want something to come out of this. I almost like these ones, but I don't really like the way they look in front of that window. What about these in yellow? No. I need like a fancy chair. Or maybe these. I like these, but I'm not sure about them actually. I really love those chairs though, but I'm not sure whether in this case, if I am still going with this chair, I don't think they will work. Unless I go for this chair to match the table. I like too like literal and exact to match the kitchen. I feel like maybe if I try to make it a little bit more green. I know there's like this green table and I think that would look pretty interesting with these green chairs. Or maybe like a yellow and a dark green. I think there's something quite interesting about this and maybe that is something that I'm going to go ahead with instead. On some like random things on top of that table. I know it probably will make it not functional, but oh, we've got no fruit bowl. Okay, I'm going to put this fruit bowl here. I'm just going to do it. I know it probably won't make the table functional, but functionality is not it for me today. If you do decide to download it, just either pick it up to the side, because I know I did that recently with a build where I just moved it to the side, or else just delete it. But I think it looks quite cute here, and I think I'm going to work away with that. Just realized horror dramatics that my favorite curtains, actually, favorite curtains have a green and a blue. Wait a second. That could work, but whether it actually works for this space, I don't know. So maybe I'll actually have to go for different curtains. Oh, Lord above. Oh no, what are we gonna do? Wait a second. What other curtains can I use that are nice? Like, these ones are pretty. I could try these. These actually, do you know what? These aren't a bad shout. Well, maybe, hopefully, if I figure something good out with them. Okay, so this is what I've created out of this space. And I know I've used brown not banister, whatever this is called. But I kind of like these curtains and I really want to use them. And without these, that just looks a little weird, doesn't it? Like just two pieces of curtain without anything. Maybe we could just forget about it. Like, I obviously don't want to use the brown. But like, actually, we could maybe just pretend that the banister is there. Like, I know there's brown on it, but I don't know. This is what I have out of the space so far. Okay, my TV is gone. So let me just paint the walls of this and try to figure out like the other colors. I feel like maybe some red on this wall maybe work nicely with those stairs as well. Like if I did this, I could almost paint the stairs and everything like that color too. Because I like the idea of that, like, how many times can I say like in one word? I like the idea of the terracotta, like, red. Anyways. Oh, what about this dark red? That's kind of fun. What if we mix a little bit of dark red and the light red together? Maybe that would like hide that red door a bit more. Yeah, that's kind of cool. It's kind of fun. I don't know. What about this wall though? Why do I feel like we need like green on this wall or something? I actually really like this. Like just a light interpretation, a light introduction of that green. Actually, maybe this one. There we go, guys. We've got this. I'm so good at this. Did you really not have any faith in me? Because you should have had faith in me. You really should have. I also feel like I need an ottoman. I don't know why it's so important for me to be able to have somewhere to sit while I'm putting my shoes on. I don't know why I panic so much by the idea of that. I don't really have anywhere to sit on when I'm putting on my shoes. I just sit on the floor, or not on the floor, on the stairs. But I kind of like the idea of having an ottoman here, maybe like a cute little plant next to it. So I am going to do that. Obviously there's brown on this, but there's like a nice greeny tinge on this bench. So I'd be very excited to use that. And maybe we could put something like this next to it. And again, I am going to take the creative freedom of using this plant, even though that does seem quite neutral. But those wooden tones are not very neutral. It's not just like a light or a dark brown. It's more so like a red, which I think in this case works quite nicely. I think. Do you know what we're missing in The Sims? Again, maybe this is an object, but I just don't have all the packs. But I'm talking about like a small little mirror. Like, do you know, like a personal little mirror on like a little foot? Almost like the size of, just say, like this lamp, but imagine like there being a mirror, you know, like a little vanity mirror that you can like take around with you. I think that would be actually quite fun, and I think that is something that we're missing. So please, can we get that sometime in The Sims? Or else let me know if there's a pack that also has that, because I could just not have all the packs, and that is totally fair. But yeah, I also really want to use this light here. Am I allowed? I mean, it is yellow, kind of. I guess I could go for like this color. That is nice. I like the little clutter. Guys, I'm going to do it. I mean, I don't really care at this point. I really am enjoying myself, and I think that's so cute. Ah! Okay, very nice. I don't know how common terracotta flooring on a ceiling is, but do we kind of like it, or do we not like it? I feel like it's kind of interesting. Maybe actually something a little bit lighter than that, or maybe something like this. That's cute. I kind of like that pattern. I think I might leave that for the ceiling. I think that's pretty cute. Okay, so I'm just working on the toilet. I've picked out these for the cabinets. I mean, I don't know. I kind of like it. I think it's nice. It still has a bit of blue and some gold and some of like that really rich kind of color. Now I'm stuck on the toilet, because most of toilets are actually, well, actually I could just use this one, but most toilets are white. Obviously you can go for like black, but that's still a neutral color. So I could go for this green color, but I don't really want to. So will my saving grace be like this toilet? Maybe if I make it in blue, it could be an interesting touch here, but now I feel like this doesn't really match. 1 second there now. If I maybe find a nice blue sink, like a fully blue sink. Well, actually this one, that actually probably matches, and it is from that kit. So that's probably the best option I could do for us. And then could we do a nice little blue mirror? That's interesting. I don't really like that though. Oh, wait now. Oh God, what am I doing? What if I raise this up slightly so it doesn't just clip the sink? And maybe that's an idea for a sink. for a mirror. I mean, it's humongous and it's like really popping out of the wall. Why doesn't this one come up for blue? I don't understand, but I am going to use this one because I think this one would match quite pretty. Okay, so we've got this. I think that's an okay little non-neutral bathroom. I mean, that is also to me like an orangey gold, so I am going to just go with it. Just going to roll with it at this point. So that is the downstairs bathroom. Pretty cute. Kind of like a bluey orangey tone. Very nice, very fitting to the theme. So let's move on upstairs finally, because I feel like we've been at this video for so long and I've got nothing. I still have so many things to do. So I think I might do the office. Sorry, not the office, the bathroom off camera, and then we could move on. Okay, I'm not sure whether you guys will accept this bathroom as a non-neutrals bathroom, but to me, there is like, that's peachy kind of colored, you know, that these are still very orange in my eyes. So I hope you guys like this and I hope you understand the vision and the vibe. So yeah, anyways, I'm going to move on from this room, even though I really actually love this room. Like that looks like such a cozy, warm bathroom. You would just be very warm, you know, it's like a little desert. I kind of like it. Anyways, I think I'm going to make the bedroom like fully blue to match kind of like what's happening outside with the balcony. So that would be pretty cute. But then I'm kind of thinking for the landing space, I wonder, can I use like something like this and like keep the orange theme still kind of going up the stairs, you know, from the Mediterranean kind of vibe downstairs, because I feel like I'll still have to run that wall around here just to kind of match what's happening downstairs. I thought that maybe this was, oh, we could add like a rusty wall. Oh, imagine that. Imagine hurting your finger and accidentally getting rust in your cut. I mean, that's a very weird thing to say, but maybe we could do like a nice rusty little feature. And then what else could we do? What other wall can we incorporate into this? I guess like another orange. Yeah, I mean, and that way then I'll get like all of the orange out of my system and we can try do like maybe other colors for the other bedrooms and office and things like that. Okay, so maybe let's get the bedroom out of the way because I do really want this to feel like blue. Like we've got blue and blue is our life. Everything wants to be blue in this room and I kind of like that, so I cannot wait. Oh, I really like this shade actually. That's really pretty. I mean, we've got so many beautiful blue textures and shapes and sizes and swatches and everything. So I feel a little bit overwhelmed looking through all of the, oh, this blue. Oh, sorry, I keep like changing my blue, but actually now that I think about it, the floor is starting to look green the more blue I add. So let's try and figure out what nice blue shades, pattern and whatnot we can use. Oh, I love this as well, actually. I should have done like a blue bathroom. What's wrong with me? Why did I go for like red and orange in the bathroom? There are so many amazing blues that I could have used. I'm just clearly not thinking today, aren't I? I think I'm just panicking. Maybe that's what it is. Oh, maybe neutral on one wall. I'm like just going through and figuring out what I like and what I don't like. Like, I guess this could be a fun little feature on that wall. But then like, are we just like featured out? Oh wait, actually maybe this color as well. Maybe actually I'll run this color here. We'll have a feature wall like that and a feature wall like this. Or do we bring in a little bit of the outside in? Because that could be a fun look. But I think I'm gonna prefer the concrete actually. The floor now does not seem very blue to me. We could do this. Oh my god, that is actually hurting my eyes a bit. Or do we like dull it down a little bit? Wait, the floor that I just had doesn't even show up as blue. That is so weird. Like, I would still like to say that that is a blue swatch. Like, when you look at it here, do they think that's green maybe? Oh, because I guess they do have also blue. Okay, maybe that is a green swatch. I think I need to break this room up with something because I feel like there is a lot of blue now. And I was gonna go for like a blue bed like this. Like, this is kind of cute, but I feel like I'm kind of feeling sick looking at it a bit. So I have to incorporate something else to make this feel like me and like I could actually sleep in here, you know, that kind of way. I'm almost thinking like this to break things up a little bit. Oh, it would be really fun to do these as bedside lockers, like the kind of dark blue. Light blue looks a bit too pale. Oh, or this. Oh god, we've got options. Or else maybe if I just do the one and then we could do like a nice little plant or something on the other side. Like we could even do this blue plant next to it. I know we've got that plant downstairs as well, but actually that's a little bit too bulky next to it. I almost feel like that should go here. Maybe we just don't. Oh, I know what we have next to it. We've got a little poof. Don't we've got this in like a lovely blue shade? Yes, we do. Or else do I incorporate like yellow into this? Oh, wait a second. I feel like yellow could be an option for us. Is there an interesting bed that I could maybe incorporate into this instead? Oh, wait a second. We've got blue and yellow. Okay, but that's actually the same as downstairs. So maybe that's not a good look. But I kind of love it though. I just can't stop myself when I'm having fun, you know? Which doesn't happen very often. I know we also have got that painting downstairs going up the stairs, but I kind of like it. So I feel like I will use it here. I also really want two kind of interesting lights as bedside lockers. And I'm almost thinking maybe if I put the lantern one here and then on the bedside locker, I could go for something different. Yes, there we go. That's pretty cute. I mean, I feel like there's something missing on this wall, but maybe if I just move the plant over and just like bring it over a little bit so that it doesn't feel, you know, too off center. Yeah, that's actually pretty cute. I kind of like that. It's something different. Okay, this is the way that we go to the outdoors. So I wonder, can we put like a massive mirror here just as like something to have? Because I feel like if I just put maybe like 2 mirrors, if I stack them on top of each other to fill that shape, I feel like that's just gonna fill up that space nicely, and it'll show us that there is a door there, and also that wall is not painted. Okay, there we go. Okay, so I've completed the bedroom. So I've actually incorporated some greens with this as well. So there's definitely yellow, some greens, and a very, very prominent blue throughout this. So yeah, I mean, it's pretty interesting. I kind of like it. There's something questionable about it, but there's something quite cute about it too. I almost feel like, isn't there a green guitar? Yes, this little dude. I'm gonna put that right there as well, just to have a little bit more of a pop of green. And yeah, I mean, it's interesting, it's different, and I think I like it. So let's move on. Let's maybe work a little bit on this little bedroom here. And I'm almost thinking about, like, can we try purple? Purple is just not really a color I really like in the game myself personally. Oh my god, we've got these beautiful beds recently, so maybe that could be an idea. I could get kind of inspired by something like this. Although there is also this beautiful like powder pink option that we could try and do. Hold on a second. There is options. We've got options, because I also have, like, what other color did I not use? I guess we've got green really primarily on the outside. That's why I didn't really want to use green too much. Maybe we could do like a little green office and then like a pinky purpley little bedroom. Yeah, that'll make sense, won't it? Yeah. I think so. Yeah, these beds are absolutely stunning. So why don't I try maybe use like this bed? I think that could be a fun idea. Then for the flooring, yeah, you see, this is where we go a little bit insane with the flooring. Do we do like proper pink? I guess I could do this pink carpet. That's not a bad option. What about purple? You see, when we add purple into the mix, we really get nothing. This game and purple ain't friends for whatever reason. I don't understand why. Like, I could do this, but like, can I dare to do that? There is a purple wooden floor, which I cannot. Like, I'm sorry. Maybe you could, but I don't think I can personally. Maybe I could go for, okay, if I do blue one more time, I think I'm gonna crack up. So maybe not. Maybe we could do this pink and then maybe change this bed to, ooh, wait a second. Green and purple? What? Okay, so I've done something I never thought I would before. I've mixed purple and green together to create this bedroom, and I really like it. The only thing I'm actually really struggling with this whole entire build is the doors. Like, there is no nice doors. Like, that came up with the purple swatch, and honestly at this point I'm gonna bloody take it, because we've got like this door here. I don't even know what I'm gonna use for the other doors. There's no interesting colors of doors, unless maybe there's like a yellow, but we don't just have like a, no, you see, we don't just have like a regular yellow door. Like, I guess these are kind of nice. Yeah, maybe I could actually use this. I guess I could use blue for this room. I'm not sure. Like, I just don't really like the colors of the doors. So I wish I could at least get like a pass for the doors, because I don't really know what to do. Although, wait, now I could do the green. Wait, maybe the green actually would work nicely. Yeah, okay, I'll do this. That's nice. So I'm also mixing in a little bit of blue into this room as well. So it's all just a mismatch of colors, but for some reason I'm really liking the way it looks. So maybe I'm thinking of this being like a teenager's room, you know, maybe somebody discovering their own style, or maybe somebody just bloody obsessed with this combination of pastel colors. And it's very interesting. Cassandra never builds with pastel colors. The fact that she's here building this with some pastel shades, you best give me a pat on the back. Just give me something. Give me something for this, because I'm really working quite hard on this to make it look pretty. It's difficult, I'm not gonna lie. I did get to use my favorite curtains though, because they came in like a green shade, so I think that's pretty cute. Yeah, okay, I mean, that is the best out of a purple and green and bluey room you're gonna get out of me, and I'm pretty proud of this room, to be fair. I would never mix that rug into a design, so the fact that I've done that, I think I already in my eyes won this challenge for myself. I know that you guys may think that maybe I've cheated in certain aspects of adding some neutral shades here and there, like trying to sneak them in, you know, with a good excuse, but I think with this room, the fact that I managed to make that, I think I'm quite proud of it. Anyways, one last room and then I'm going to do the hallway off camera and then we will do the tour. So this is the office space, and I guess like what colors didn't I use yet? Like I guess we haven't done a vibrant, like either hot pink or green. I guess we have a bit of green in this room. So I guess I could do like a pinky room. I've been doing a lot of pink, powdery pink offices recently. So I'm not really sure what other room I could go for. We've got a lot of red in the kitchen. We've got yellow. We've got like the blue, of course. We've got a lot of blue. We've got a lot of orange. So I don't really want to do orange again because I will finish off doing this hallway orange. So I guess I will do a pink office, which I'm not very happy with because I always do. Well, not always. But recently I've done a lot of pink offices. So yeah, great, but we'll work with it. What about like a pink carpet? I know it's kind of interesting. I never use carpets also because carpets are not really my favorite, but maybe, oh my God, that carpet and that flooring, they match a little bit too good for my liking. That is insane. That is extremely intense. Okay, what can we break it up with a little bit to make it seem not like it's going to give you a headache? What about this? That's an option. I mean, I'm kind of happy with that option, to be honest with you. Anything else? What else can you give me? I mean, there is like paneling. There is obviously the corrugated metal, which is always an option as well. Also this stuff. But I feel like actually maybe just merging these two together would be enough. Okay, what is happening with the lighting in this room? I feel like I've accidentally encapsulated one of the lights inside the wall or something, but I'm just gonna add another light. Anyways, this is a very, very skinny office, which makes me think that this is going to be very difficult to make work. So why don't we go for quite a small desk? Yeah, this is where the problems arises because I really want like this small desk. I mean, the addition of green could be fun, but didn't I just do green in the other room? So would that be a bit annoying? Unless I do like this, but I feel like that is borderlining way too neutral with that with that desktop. Desktop. I don't really want to do just like pink, like crazy pink. I think that just would be a little bit too much for my liking. So I really wish I could just neutralize this down somehow. So I do this. I think it's the blue windows that are really throwing me off in this situation because it makes me think that I should do blue. But I don't really want to do the blue. Like pink and blue in one room. But that's nice. I'm not sure. I think it's the windows that are throwing it off for me. Now I wish I did like a blue office instead and did like a pink bedroom. Okay, what do we think of something like this? I mean, it's different. I think I'm making that distinguished choice of having blue with pink, which is worrying nevertheless, but I feel like maybe there is a way of making this look pretty, like maybe using this painting. Maybe actually we could make a cute little collage, like our own little collage of paintings. I like doing something like this. You could almost add like you in here as well. Maybe if you were a bit smaller like that. Is there another? Oh, we've got this coming up in the blue and pink category. Absolutely. Wait a second. Wait, actually, maybe if I put you up above, you like this? Can you be a bit smaller? Oh, it looks a bit weird smaller, but maybe that's actually what we need. If I merge these together, wait now. That's an interesting look, I'd like to think. I wish I could do like a black light now hanging up from there, but I don't think I can, but maybe I could do blue. Although when I do a hanging light, it almost changes that desk to looking green. Do you see that? It maybe just ruins that aesthetic a little bit too much for me. Unless I do like one of these lights, which is just a little bit dramatic. That's white. That's a neutral color, Sandra. Well done. Although there is a pink. Oh, wait a sec. There's a pink. I could use the pink. I'm using the pink. I mean, if there is a pink, I'm going to use a pink. Obviously, this is a pink room. Oh my God, that's interesting. What if I just slightly off-center the table and put a plant next to it? Because obviously that is always a necessity, or else, yeah, actually, no, a plant probably is better. Isn't there like, yeah, one of these? Oh, that's an option, but maybe for this corner instead? Because I don't really want to wreck that space. I feel like I just need like a medium-sized plant in this corner instead. I wish there was like a pink version of this, but there isn't. There isn't. What am I going to put in here? I'm running out of plants. Oh no. Wait, actually, I could use this. This has a nice pink swatch. Can I make it smaller? Ooh. This also has a blue swatch though. I did just use that over there. So that makes me think that at least if I'm going to use it again, make it pink. Is that nice? Or is that not nice? I'm not really sure. Maybe a nice little brug. Nice little blue rug will break this up. The pattern of the rug with the pattern of the chair. I think I'm onto something, guys. I fear I am onto something. I don't know what I am onto, but I'm onto something. And it's always good to know that the ideas are there. The execution is lacking. As per usual with me, ideas are there, execution not there. I'm kind of annoyed at the fact that there's kind of nothing else in this room besides just a computer and like a nice little table. So I feel like we need some sort of a shelf with at least a bookcase. This is just way too squishy for this scenario. So I wonder if I just get a shelf. Can I get a pink shelf? I feel like I'm asking for a lot here with a pink shelf. I mean, there is this new pink shelf from the kitchen. No, the bathroom-y kit, whatever that one's called again. I'm forgetting my thought process. If I maybe do this. Oh my God, what am I doing? If I do two like that, and then I could do like this beautiful like pink little binder, and then a nice little blue decoration. And if you whack your head on that, not my problem, honestly, not my problem. I'm not here to listen to the complaints of you whacking your head on that shelf. Oh my God, that blue phone there looks unbelievable. I think that is so cute. I'm trying to figure out what to put up there, and I'm finding the little milk cartons as well. Maybe that's a fun idea. I don't know. It's kind of difficult. Maybe just another plant and then we can call it a day. Screw it. We'll just do the little pink plant and the little milk carton bottle, which I think is actually quite fun. Not the worst. And I guess I don't really want to put too much else in this room because I actually don't even think this is walkable, to be honest with you. If it's not, you can just delete the shelf. Surely there's a nice pink door, and I'm almost thinking of just using the exact same pink that I have next door. Yeah, maybe if I just do something like this, at least it will look normal. And now I think I'm going to also change the other door to just this blue door, that everything is a little bit more cohesive. And then maybe I could just use, like, I kind of like that door because it seems more orange than anything. So yeah, maybe we're kind of happy with the way these doors are looking, even though I'm really not happy with them. But anyways, so that is, oh wait, now I need to do lighting. Okay, we've got lighting done. And then the last thing I have to do is this little hallway area. So I'm going to just quickly do that off camera, and then we can finish off with the tour. Okay guys, so I've just completed this weird upstairs little scenario thing. I brought in little bits of blue here and there, but it's just with the doors, like the different colored doors and everything, it just makes me want to not do this room, and it's just a little bit bizarre. But that, ladies and gentlemen, I believe completes this whole build. I guess, wait, now we should probably just do a little bit of like garden stuff. So maybe, okay, yeah, you see, I was gonna go for that grill, but obviously that's not the right one. So maybe let's just go for a couple of little cute bits of garden furniture. I actually really want to use this yellow table out here, and maybe we could go for some quite cute, interesting chairs as a little arrangement. I think that would be a lot of fun. You know me with my cutesy little colorful chairs. Cannot do things normally. Gotta do them in a wacky, bizarre way. So that's always a lot of fun. Yeah, we even got a purple chair. Like, that's amazing. I also could use these apples here, which I think would be also a very fun thing to add onto our little yellow table. So that's really nice. There's also an umbrella that came with the new pack. Yeah, it doesn't even come up when you search umbrella. Wait a second. This thing, Shade by Quirrell. I feel like this isn't even like flagged as anything. There's a blue version of this, so maybe I will just like put it here at an angle just to cast a little bit of a shadow. So that's adorable. And I guess we do have like garden stuff here. Oh, we could put some of these lights here. Oh, sorry if we've got to. Like, we have just got to do that. Look how adorable this house will look if I put these lights here. Oh my God, I'm obsessed. Also, why is that wall painted a different color? Oh my God, I'm obsessed. I do that over here as well, I wonder, just to like brighten up this wall, because I feel like this wall is really sad. I could even just do one and then just like run this down into the bushes. That is so cute. Maybe I could also just run one of these down here just to brighten this space up a bit. Okay, that's adorable. Yeah, I think I'm happy with this now. I've added like a cute little swing and stuff, and I'm just adding some cute little pieces of decor around the place. But yeah, that is, ladies and gentlemen, my, I want to say crazy build color challenge kind of thing, but this is obviously the no neutrals challenge. So the one last thing we got to do now is do a little tour for ourselves. Well guys, welcome on into my no neutrals build challenge, where I decided to do something a little bit weird with the house today. I mean, it looks a bit weird, it looks a bit scary. I don't know how to feel about it, but when you come in here, you've got a beautiful garden that you can instantly see through, and then once you're seeing through it, you can also see into the beautiful interiors, which I actually really like. I don't really mind this at all. There's a cute little bench that you could sit on, and then we've got a lovely little back garden here with colorful chairs, nice little green swing to match the exterior, and then you also can enter your kitchen through there, so that's exciting. That's a lot of fun. So then anyways, let's move on in. Oh, I don't have an outdoor bin. I will place that down in a minute. Anyways, let's head on over into the house. I know there's no banister, but I kind kind of didn't want any banister. Also, I hate what's happening over here with that wall. And also, yeah, things are a little bit questionable here, but I love this space. I love this vibe. I don't build enough crazy kind of homes like this, kind of Mediterranean style. I don't know what other style this would be, so I'm very interested to see what you guys think that this is. I've combined a lot of styles together here, I feel, so definitely let me know what you think of this space. But I love it. I mean, the fact that I love a red kitchen says a lot, and the fact that I love like this vibe here, the fact that I love this glass table with my lemons is just bizarre and it's crazy. Anyways, let's head on over to this tiny little enclosed bathroom, which we've got like blues and oranges going on. So obviously there is pops of neutral here and there. I didn't just choose every single thing to not have any neutral in it, so obviously I hope you understand that. Also the toilet paper, I mean, I wanted toilet paper and that got neutral on it. As I mentioned, I believe that gold is a little bit more than just a neutral. I think gold is a little bit of an elevated neutral, so I gave myself the creative freedom to add that gold. So just say, as this thing is kind of gold and this thing is kind of gold, but I feel like gold is a shade of yellow. So again, I don't know, you guys might hate that, but I love it. Anyways, let's head on upstairs right through that lamp and let's see what's going up in here. So this is probably my least favorite room of the house. I mean, I kind of like this little lantern. I wouldn't, oh my god, the view these people have. Oh my god, well, screw this room. They don't need to be looking at the room. Look at the view these people. Oh my god, okay, these people are grand. Honestly, I don't feel bad for these people living in this house. The view they've got, that looks like a bloody painting. That's fantastic. Anyways, I found this lantern. I didn't know this lantern existed. Now I love it, especially with this orange. This door situation here, no, I absolutely hate it. I think that's what ruined this whole room for me, is just this this area. But anyways, let's head on over to this room, which honestly, this room, I feel like I can taste this room somehow. I don't know what it is. I feel like, have you ever had the ice cream loop-de-loop? I feel like it would, not loop-de-loop, Twister. You know, the ice cream Twister? I feel like this would taste like this room. Like Twister is what I'm tasting in my mouth right now, and I think I'm gonna go get a Twister because I'm going to the shop in a while. So this is how I'm feeling about this room. There's pops of like a light blue as well, which I'm very interested in that idea. But yeah, I kind of like this room. It's very interesting, and even the clothes have green and blue on them, so that's a nice little touch. Then let's head on over to the office space, which, I mean, the office space also feels like bubblegum vibes to me, so I kind of like it. I love the idea of this space, like with the phone working together. I think there's something quite cute about it. So I mean, I'm still obviously very clearly using objects that I cannot live without, because I guess I know that you guys always want me to step out of my comfort zone and try not using objects that I like. Half of the fun of me even doing this is using the objects that I like so that I can visually see them and get happy by seeing them. So I kind of like using this plant 1700 times because it brings the spaces that I don't really like through these challenges. It brings them together and it makes me like them in the end. So I guess I know I am still in desperate need to step out of my comfort zone, but obviously with these challenges I am picking up items that I don't usually pick up, like this table. So it's all a part of the journey and it's all a part of the experience. So I mean, maybe I'm overdue a build where I use all of my least favorite objects or something like that. Maybe I'm overdue a build like that. Anyways, then let's see the bathroom first. So this is our sandy little bathroom, and I feel like you guys are not going to be happy with this bathroom because for me, like, I guess it could still be a bit neutral vibed. Maybe, wait, now, can I save this room by changing the wallpaper to be a little bit more orange? Like, maybe if I change it to this, because I kind of like this. I never used that. That could be an option. Okay, I feel like maybe now it looks a little bit more orange and less neutral. So I'd be interested to see what you guys think of this. But now this looks white in comparison, whereas I know that's like a light peachy color. So anyways, this is what I did in this room. I'm interested to see if you guys like that or not. And then we've got the last room of the house, which, I mean, I love this room. I think this room is hilarious. There's just something so cute and vibey about it. We've got blue, yellow, and green all merging together. Obviously, if you mix blue and yellow together, you do get green. So maybe this is like that idea of everything working nicely together. I love it. I mean, it's interesting. It's slightly different. I'm still obviously using objects that I love, but I'm blending out. I'm splurging out. No, I'm extending out to something maybe that I don't usually do. So yeah, I'm very interested in this room. And then we've got a nice little full length mirror here, which is quite trippy. Oh my god, that's very confusing. And we've got a beautiful balcony that I guess it's not really meant to be a walkable balcony. It's just really for aesthetics, but you can still exit throughout there. So yeah, guys, that is pretty much the whole entirety of the house. And I guess this space is probably my favorite. I think it started off strong with the kitchen, so I'd be very interested to see what you guys think. And then anyways, once we go through this area, it's such a happy fluffy, lovely little home. There's something so adorable about it, and I'm happy that I did an architectural little leap of faith with this weird overhang here. So I am quite happy with the way it turned out. Anyways, guys, as I mentioned, if you have any other ideas such as those, or maybe if you'd like to see me do maybe a more restrictive challenge where I either use my least favorite objects, which would be really hard because I don't like a lot of objects, but maybe there's a challenge that I could do where I just genuinely don't pick up my favorite objects, or else first if I do just using my absolute favorite object, and then the next video will be like me not being able to use everything I used in that video. Maybe that's a way of doing it, so I don't know, you can let me know. But looking at this combination of colors, if you really squint your eyes or really look at it, I obviously tried my best not to use as many neutral colors, so I really hope you guys enjoy this. If you are new here, obviously don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Check out, I still have a runaway. Wow, I'm going on a runaway. I still have a giveaway at the moment to win the restoration workshop kit, so you can still enter that. You've got until the 27th of May to enter, and then I will be picking out a winner. But yeah, guys, check out my previous videos mentioned down below, and I shall see you in the next video. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.